We're going to show you our new installation method on how to install our carbon fiber caps with a super bonding silicone rubber RTV that's going to adhere the caps to the mirrors. And let's take a look at what you're going to get in your package. So everything over here is what you're going to receive in the mail. You should have your 2 mirrors, the carbon fiber strips, if you elected the free option to receive these, which will cover up the ends of the mirrors so you don't see the paint color. You're going to receive 4 triangles of paint protection film, Clear Bra. We'll get back to this in a second. This is the RTV silicone, and you're probably watching this video because you scanned this QR code. You're also going to get a squeegee, which is going to help us to tack this down. And what you're going to need that we're not supplying is simply duct tape, rubbing alcohol, and also a yellow or green microfiber towel. So let's get started and take a look at what we're going to do. We'll give you an overall view first. So first of all, what we're going to do is, these are the steps. We're going to prep the cap. We're going to prep the cap. We're going to put the strip on the cap. And then we're going to show you how to install these triangles. So we're going to have a right and a left triangle. We're going to put the silicone rubber RTV on it. We're going to show you where they go and what they do. But basically, you have 2 triangles. One is 90 degree and one is under 90 degree. The 90 degree is going to go on this side, and this one's going to go right here. And what you'll see is what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to install this paint protection film to the side of the mirror. We're going to let it dry, and then we're going to put on the silicone rubber black RTV in this corner. This is going to provide an extra bonding layer to hold the cap on. So you'll notice that the caps, in the past, we've sold a lot of caps, and the caps like to lift off. So if this cap was installed on here with the double-sided tape alone, many times the caps like to lift off the corners. So this is really going to hold the corners down. We think it's a great solution. You're simply going to be applying the Clear Bra paint protection film, the silicone, and then taping it down and gluing, in a sense, the carbon fiber cap to the triangle. The triangle will be stuck to the paint, or the clear protection, which is over the paint. So let's get started and let's talk about the order next. Okay, so I suggest you sit down at a table like this and lay everything out in front of you. Take a look at your triangles, figure out where they're going. Everything might not be labeled as specific as we're going to be, but we want you to understand. And again, this is RTV liquid silicone rubber. It won't get hard unless it's exposed to air. So you're going to need to poke a hole in it. We're going to apply it on the triangle after it's on the car. Then we're going to put the cap on. So what we suggest is, number 1, prep the car. So let's clean the mirrors up really, really good with isopropanol alcohol. This doesn't take long. Just make sure there's nothing left on it, no glue, no residue. And this also works for Model S, Model X, and Model 3. This is our new Generation 2 installation video for all 3. Okay, so after that's done, we suggest you get ready to install the driver's side. So we're going to locate the driver's side cap. You see it fits simply like this. It's going to hold on perfect. And to prep it, we suggest you take all of the double-sided tape, which is going to provide the adhesive that you need to keep it held on, and press it all down really good. This is the 3M material, which is used for emblems, it's used for mirrors, and it's the best stuff in the world, and it holds on great to the caps on the mirrors. They have to be clean. So let's start off with the driver's side, taking all the tape cover off. And if you pick it, it comes off real nice and easy and usually does not pull any of the adhesive off the cap. So try to get it started somewhere. There we go. And you should have a lot of clear double-sided tape, and it all should be nice and flat. So now the driver's side cap is ready to go on the car. However, we don't want to install it yet, not without our black RTV silicone. So if I put this on here now, you're not going to get it off. So let's not install it yet. So this is step 2 after prepping, is getting the cap ready. Step 3 is installing the triangles. So you're going to have 2 triangles, one for the right, one for the left. Again, one's 90 degrees, one's under 90 degrees. This is the one we're going to put on here. So we've given you a squeegee to install it. It's really simple. If you want, you can use a little bit of alcohol. It'll help make sure there's no air bubbles trapped inside. So let's show you how this works. Just peel off the clear 3M paint protection film. Put a little bit on the mirror, a little bit here. Position it right at the corner so we're able to apply the glue right up to the edge. And then a little water on top or a little bit of silicone on top. And then we're going to squeegee it down and get all of the air out. Okay, so that's a perfect installation. Could be a little closer, but this will work great. Now again, this is invisible paint protection film. It's over a mirror cap that already has paint protection film on it. In this case, we're just putting an extra layer on it. All right, so this one's on. Now we're gonna do the other side. And you could turn the mirror like this. You could force it either way. And we're gonna shoot it this way with the light over there. And this is the 90-degree side. So just bend it, peel it back. Fingernails help. And get a loose edge here. Boy, not having any luck. All right, so make sure the shiny side's up, obviously. And peel it back. Put a little bit of alcohol on here and on here. And now you see it can move around. So position your triangle at the bottom lower corner. And again, this is the 90-degree right triangle for the inside. All right, get it wet one more time. Squeegee the alcohol out from underneath and clean it all up. If you need to reposition it, like in this case, I could be a little more to the left. Just peel it up, pull it off, put it back on. Try to do it right the first time though. And now we're all the way down to the very corner, because this is where we really need the RTV silicone to adhere to. All right. So the mirror is prepped, it's done. We're ready to add glue, and let's talk about the RTV and let's look at this side up close. The next thing we're going to do is put the strips on. So we've given you 2 strips, and we want to find the right one for this cap. So again, it's all about grain. This one is going the wrong way. This one is the correct. So when you look out the mirror, you're going to see this strip. You're not going to see the silver color. So let's start with putting this on. And I'm going to turn the mirror around. And the concept or the intent is to not see the silver mirror painted color with a carbon fiber cap over it. So you just simply peel back the strip and look at it the same way you're going to look out the window of your car, which is straight on the mirror. And start it right here. And then you're looking for the alignment to make sure you're covering up the paint on the inside. So you're looking from this angle here, up, 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 covering it all up. And when you get to a corner like this, if you give it a little stretch, it's a little easier to turn. And keep going all the way down the side. And double check that all of the silver paint is covered on the inside, on the top. All right, then we'll be ready to move on to the next step. When you get to the bottom here, you could just simply trim it if you've stretched it a little bit too much and tack it down. All right, so we're done with this part. Now, let's get back to the cap. Okay, so we got the 3M 1080 wrap carbon fiber on there, and you can see if I was to put the cap on now, it's in the same direction. It's going to look really nice as a transition area from the curved edge of the cap to the front of the mirror. Okay, so we're ready to put the cap on. So I suggest you put the cap somewhere very close by. So once we put the RTV glue on each end and we spread it out good, and we're going to put the cap right on top. So I'm going to turn the mirror back. And the last thing to do is make sure that you've prepped your paint protection film triangles so that they are ready to hold. Okay, this is a quick addendum here to the video that we uploaded a few days ago. You'll notice inside the caps we've removed the sticky tape just to give a little more surface area when it's going to hold on to the mirror. And we also decided to give everybody a full 3-ounce tube of Radiator Specialty Gunk black silicone RTV. And with this tip, it's going to make it really easy to put on. So let's get started here, and we'll take a chunk out of the video, and then you'll have some leftover silicone if you need to make a gasket for anything. Okay, so with the mirror in hand, ready to go, okay, just like we did before, we're going to take this and we're going to put it all over the triangle. So the triangle is really invisible. It's already applied. Okay, so after you poke a pinhole or you chop off the tip of the RTV glue, you're going to notice how easy it is to like draw on here. So make sure you don't get off the triangle and don't get it on the mirror. But by just a little squeeze, it's going to come out like a pencil. We think this will be a lot easier, and we're trying to get it right where you want it. You don't have to squeegee the material. So spread it around using the pen. Don't move. Get it right up to the edge. Remember, this corner, the lower edges, is what makes a difference, and that's why we have this. All right, so after squirting it around, push your mirror in and do the other side. Now you can move. And same thing. Put it heavily at the bottom and just draw on here like a pen. And again, we're trying to cover the whole lower 90-degree angle on this side. And that's it. And don't get it on the paint, and don't get it on your chrome molding. And don't put it on too heavy. All right, I didn't even cover the whole triangle here. All right, now we're gonna put the cap on. So you're just gonna take your glue, your RTV, and throw it aside. And with the cap in your hand, spread it open, put the tip down right here. Watch your fingers and place it all the way down on both sides while you spread it open, down and around. I know there's no room. And the gap is perfect. Turn your mirror back, check this side, check everything to make sure there's no white showing or no silver or blue or whatever color car you have. And then we're gonna tape it down with duct tape. So we're gonna cut our strips, making sure it's gonna hold well. And there should be no lifting of these edges now. You can see how tight they're being held down. If you stay over here. If you shoot this edge here, you can see that this is adhered, it's stuck, and there is RTV glue underneath, which is now setting up and gluing itself to the clear bra material and to the inside of the cap. Next step, take the duct tape and put it over this corner. It's really important to put this on. Two reasons: the gluing of the adhesive and also the adherence of the double-sided tape. This 3M material takes 72 hours to bond and fully grab on your cap. And again, these caps won't interfere with GPS. They won't interfere with any of the antennas underneath because they are 100% pure carbon fiber. There's no metal in them. There's no plastic in them. So you will not have any radio interference at all with the transmitters that are underneath the caps, or the receivers, I should say. And last, we'll do this side. Again, double-sided tape on top, the duct tape on top, pulling downward, stretching it, and keep this on for 72 hours. All right, that's it. Simple. We're gonna go ahead and shoot the other side of the car, but everything's the same. The triangles will be reversed. You'll have the opposite triangles on the other side, which are going to adhere the same way.